Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Profit Cleaners Podcast, the only place where you can learn from the top 1% of cleaning business owners from around the world. I am Brandon Shane, your host. I'm joined by my co-host,
Brandon Condry.
Today, we've got 9 mental triggers, psychological triggers to sell cleaning services. This is a little bonus content from our 10X course that we're dripping out to you guys today. So please, if you're getting value from this, if it's helping you grow your business, hit like, subscribe, and please leave us a review, guys. That is the payment for not running a bunch of annoying ads and giving you guys lots of fresh value. So please leave us a review. Let's dive in. So the 9 mental triggers to sell cleaning services. This all stems from some amazing people that are way smarter than I am in marketing and psychology and sales stuff. One of them is a great book you guys need to pick up right away if you haven't read, Robert Cialdini's Influence. It's one of the core books for marketing and business. I would say one of the ones you definitely need to read. Another one that kind of goes right along with it, I almost think it's very similar, but it's Jeff Walker. He has a book called Launch: An Internet Millionaire's Secret Formula to Sell Almost Anything Online. So both of these books, very similar concepts, but basically we're talking about the 9 triggers that you should be working into your business and your marketing to convert way more business, to grow your business and scale to $1 million business or wherever you want it to grow. But these are the same concepts and strategies we've integrated and implemented in our business. We're going to go over them right now. Brandon, let's tell them, what are the 9 mental triggers?
Here are the 9 triggers: authority, reciprocity, trust, anticipation, likability, events and rituals, community, scarcity, and social proof. So I'm going to give you a quick example of a thing that we do and how it touches on 3 of those triggers. So the thing that we do is cancer cleaning for a local hospital. We've talked about that multiple times, but we do free cleaning for cancer patients. They get 3 months of biweekly cleaning for free.
Right.
So it hits multiple triggers. So what it does is it builds trust. So the hospital trusts us to do that. We're a high-performing cleaning team, and the patients trust us to, take care of them when we're in their house. It builds authority. So we're the one that they choose. We're the ones that are safe. We're the ones that are reliable. It's reciprocity because we're building goodwill with the community by doing this thing for free for everyone that, agrees that people could use some help with, which is cancer patients. And then it builds community because you're doing something local that impacts local people in a positive way. And sometimes those patients even go on to become recurring customers, which is something that we don't require, obviously, but it's just a good thing to do.
Absolutely. So as you guys can see, with just one of these things, just doing one thing in your business, you can hit on multiple sources of influence that would cause someone to go, wow, I'm really compelled to want to work with that brand. For some reason, I just feel compelled, like, let's work with them. We have them clean my house, right? So
yeah,
let's dive into these more. So let's start with number 1, guys, authority. We all know what authority is. It's usually the dude or the person that you're like, that's the guy I want to listen to, right? So we show prospects authority in selling cleaning services because we've partnered. This is what we tell them in our marketing brochure and our website.
Right.
Even when we were brand new, we had no experience, but we'd say, you know what, guys, we've partnered with someone who's been in the business 20 years. They're the best in the business. Our mentor up in Denver, they had over 250,000 cleans at the time. They have probably way more now. But we were basically borrowing that authority from them because we were aligning ourselves with that authority figure. So essentially telling people we are the best in the industry. We're working with the best, top 1%. So you're going to see that filter down into the results you see in your clean. There's other things that we do to build authority. So
we pay our teams very well, and we advertise that fact that we pay above market rate. That's authority because if other cleaning companies are paying people minimum wage or bottom dollar to just get them to show up, those are high turnover. People coming out the door, it's just a revolving door of employees. The authority is it's the same people every time. We pay them really well. And we already mentioned the UNM cancer patients things, but if a hospital is trusting us with their cancer patients, then you can too.
Right. It's just aligning yourself with other trusted sources. So if people have never heard of you before, but they've heard of this major business or this hospital or something over here, well, automatically you're elevated now in your authority status. Another thing we do just on our cars is we put the best of the city seals, which is kind of like social proof as well. But it's also building that authority because you've won an award, you've been noted publicly for your great work or whatever the results you're delivering, and people want to see that you have been recognized. They want to be like, well, who else has voted these guys the authority, right?
Yeah.
So that's authority.
So the next one's reciprocity. So free is one of the most powerful words in marketing, so use it. So one way we do this is we give away free content online, so you get our free estimate. That's us taking time out of our day to talk to you about our cleaning services. again, on the cancer patients, that's free cleaning for them, but you're telling people that we're giving it away free. And then another thing we do is we find people that are deserving of that outside of the cancer patient thing. That's universally agreed upon. But if you can find someone who works in a school or who is a first responder, we can give things away for free to them as well.
Absolutely. And those people are going to feel way more compelled to go ahead and leave a review for you online, which is your social proof. That is, or I'm sorry, reciprocity is gonna make them feel compelled to leave that review,
right,
which is really huge. We're gonna get into social proof in a second, but you want to build those reviews. You want to be giving stuff out, free value, whether it's your time, your free cleans, and that reciprocity goes a long way, because even if that person doesn't leave you a review, but you're helping the community out, you're helping a local neighbor out, friend, cleaning their house, now they're going to go tell their friends and be like, I can't believe this. So word of mouth is going to come from reciprocity. All the things you're giving back in the community, it will come back to you tenfold, I promise.
Yep.
So let's start with the next one. Trust. Okay. So people are going to do business with people they know, like, and trust, of course. So it's really similar to authority, but they're going to know the people, the cleaners that they're using. At least we tell people the best cleaners, right? They do the best work. They don't want to get fired, obviously, so we do background checks. We have higher standards overall in our business, so that's going to build that trust. I mean, house cleaning in general, you have to build that trust, because people are coming into the houses, right? I mean, this is they're people's homes. They don't want anybody in their homes normally, ever. So especially if you go, when we started, I remember reading the reviews online, it was just horrendous, right? How many people didn't trust these companies. People would come up to me when I was using franchises and they'd be like, what are you doing? And there was a big problem in our town. So we really had to nail this one here in Albuquerque, but it's going to be similar for you guys as well. The systems that we use allow us to get back to people really quickly, so that communication builds that trust as well, for getting back to people right away. Let's tell them about the teams, right?
So the idea is we send the same team to the same customer every single time. So over time, that team gets adjusted to that house. They know where things are. They just get a feel for it. So that's the goal. That's the idea. Scheduling, there's little nuances in there, but they're going to trust that we're sending in people that know their property, that know their house, know how they like things. Part of that's done on the software in the back end. We keep job notes and things, but that again is trust. Brandon mentioned just having teams inside their house is trust too, but part of that is that it requires that you give us a key to get into your house when you're not there. So we're going to open the door when you're not there. We're going to have the door code open it, and then you're going to trust us that we are going to lock the door on the way out, make sure that your property is safe. At the same time, the teams and us, we have to trust you, the customer, to make sure that we're going to be safe in your house, that you don't have like loaded weapons laying around or things like that. So that all goes back and forth. So that's kind of trust and reciprocity at the same time.
Yeah, and this comes back to reviews again, guys. If people are reading your reviews, then they don't trust you because of the feedback other people are leaving, or you're not responding in a timely fashion, or whatever. Maybe you're just dismissing them and arguing with them altogether. That doesn't help your trust at all, right? So you really got to think about this. Goes in all sorts of different areas of your business, but even just caring, just caring and listening to people, getting on the estimate and listening, that is going to build trust for people. Just giving your time and energy in some way is all really big. So it all comes back.
So the next one is anticipation. So you want your customer, your lead, to be excited about whatever is about to happen. So we have a click funnel that we use on the website to gather leads and stay in touch with them. So they're getting little texts and reminders along the way that, hey, we're going to be there next week, or your appointment's next week for your estimate. Like, don't forget, like, get excited, get ready to like claim your weekend. So that's anticipation with a lead. But then we also build anticipation with customers, because they get a text the day before, like, hey, reminder that your clean's going to be on this date at this time. Let us know if you need something else. So they get triggered that, oh yeah, I'm going to have a clean house in 2 days. After we're done, we send a reminder that say, hey, you're ready to claim your weekend. We're done with your house cleaning. Like, go enjoy your time. All that is part of the anticipation.
Those are really, really huge little things. Like in our reviews, people say that all the time. I love that they tell me when they're coming and they're done. I mean, it's just little stuff, guys, but it really builds that anticipation. Another note we had on here was the branding on our cars. So our cars, we've had a whole episode about this before. They're super weird looking. They're bright green color. They have brooms on them. They stand out in traffic when you're driving. Like, literally the only thing that I can see sometimes in a big wall of traffic is our cars. It's awesome. But what that creates, guys, is it's part of your branding, obviously. But how many times recently have we had customers with kids be like,
say, hey, those are the people that clean our house.
There's the Sandia Green clean. I can't wait till are they gonna clean our house today, mommy? So
now you got the whole family involved in it. That's hard to manufacture. You can't create that, but when it just happens, it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some ways you can build that anticipation, have fun with it? Again, the cars are a big one. The next one is likability. So again, guys, people enjoy buying things from people that they know, like, and trust. Giving away something on your website, like telling your brand story, giving away free content that builds that value, is a huge way to help people like you more. Just play the local card, right? You're not a big franchise, so really play up that local card. Really tell your brand story, that local story that people are going to resonate with, that nobody else can be unique and different in that way that you are, right? So really play that up.
Yeah.
What else can we tell them to build
You
likability?
share a story about yourself on the website. So we have, as part of our routine marketing sort of update, is we take professional family photos together with the two families, and those go up on the website. There's an about section. Here's the story about Brandon and how they got together at the park, and we're both entrepreneurs, and here's why they started this cleaning company to solve this problem. That isn't just like fluff. That is a way for someone to relate to you. Like, oh, I also noticed that house cleaning was terrible here. I should have started this company, but like, oh, these guys already did it, so we should go with them. Yep. So that again is just relating to your customers. There's a face behind the name. It's not just like a website that has a picture of a broom and a contact us form, and you don't know where it's going. Like, nope, it's going here. Here's our address. Come talk to us.
Yeah, and really, guys, using your face. I mean, if you can, use your face on your website. You know, emotions and faces actually convert way better in marketing in general, because people resonate with that, like a human face and an emotion. If you can put some emotion on your face, some excitement, whatever it is, you know, to make it fun, that's huge. Some other things we've done in the past, we're getting bigger, so it's harder to do like handwritten cards and stuff now, but I still want to bring that back, because I think anything you can do to kind of put a finer touch on it, go the extra mile. A lot of businesses just can't do that, right? So if there's a way you can find...
We've got ideas on how to do this as you get bigger. So like, for instance, we use a direct mail company. The owner of that mail company came down, it was like right around Christmas, and he brought us a box of chocolates in the office and said, hey, thanks for like being our customer, and like looked me in the eye and shook my hand. Yeah. So the way that we're thinking about doing it, I've always wanted to do this will also come up in the events rituals, which is next, but a way to talk to the customers face to face without having to go to 1,000 different houses is make an event. So we've talked about doing this thing at this. We've got a big local event called the Balloon Fiesta. I've always wanted to book this like VIP tent at the end of this field with hundreds of balloons out in front of you, and just invite customers down. And that way you get to look them in the eye and shake them by the hands. Like, thanks for being our customer. Here's a breakfast burrito. Watch these balloons. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And that's huge. I mean, just doing simple things like that creates likability. Now I'm like, these guys did something different. I like these guys, you know? There's a whole book called The Likability Factor. Go read that one too. But that's a huge, huge asset. If you can be liked just by doing things people are like resonating with, that's amazing. So but we do other stuff like I still want to send out Christmas cards, simple things that are just like little things that are like people like that. They're gonna stick that on the refrigerator, remember that, and like you in the future. Also we want to be liked by your employees, right? You want to be building that team culture. Just last week we had the coffee truck again, which was really nice.
So we have a monthly staff meeting where we get together with all the cleaners, kind of go over the good and bad things that have happened recently. But part of it is that we trade with a coffee truck, so we clean his house every 2 weeks, and once a month he shows up and makes espresso for the teams in the morning, whatever they want, and that goes over really well. So you're giving people like a little morning pick-me-up. We all get together as a group, kind of chat about the challenges and, you know, great things that have happened. It's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that also, like, we're just bleeding into the next thing here, which is events and rituals. That's the next thing. So
all right, guys, that is part 1 of the 9 mental triggers. If you liked that and you want more, this is paid content in our 10X marketing and sales course. It's going to help you guys close way more sales, get way more recurring customers on Autopilot, set up the systems so you work way less. So very exciting, guys. If you want more of this, if you like these 9 mental triggers, get the rest inside the course. All you got to do is go to profitcleaners.com/10X. That will get you into the 10X course where you can get the rest of this content from this episode and a whole lot more. Again, guys, this is amazing marketing content that is going to up-level your business. Sometimes it's just subtle things that you can work into your marketing and your sales, into your systems to get way more customers and create systems to do all this for you so you work less. Working smart and not hard. That's what it's all about, guys. So again, guys, head over to profitcleaners.com/10X. You can get the rest of these 9 mental triggers. Wish you guys all the best. Keep it clean.